Hey guys, Manga here, back for another video, and today I'm gonna be doing a kind of different video than usual because usually on my channel I've been just been doing reviews and hauls and first impressions and reading logs, and that's all good and all. I will continue to do those, but I don't know, every now and then I just kind of want to branch out a little bit. So I kind of had this video idea. I don't know if other people have done it before or not. Just I thought it would be a cool thing to do. Today I'm gonna be doing what makes a manga great. And right now, as I'm filming it, I have 6 reasons. So that's probably what's gonna be in the video. But I don't know, if I think up another one while I'm filming, then I'll add that one. And I might show like some manga that I think are great, or like some manga that I think sorry, I got cut off there, but as I was saying, some manga that I think like check off the boxes for some of the reasons, and maybe some manga that still are great, yet they don't really check off the boxes so much. But yeah, so let's get into the video. Okay, so the first reason, or thing that makes a manga great for me, and as I go through the video, it's one reason won't make a manga great. So like, let's say one series has only one reason, that doesn't necessarily make it great, but if it is missing a few, that doesn't mean it's not great. So the first reason I'm gonna be saying is art. I'm not as big on art as some other people. Like hear me out though, like I really enjoy some great art, but like it's not make it or break it for me. Like if there's a series that has like kind of bad art, like it doesn't I can still find enjoyment in it. Some people if the series doesn't have good art, then then it's really not as enjoyable to them. But I kind of look past it. But I'm saying art because I know it's more important to a lot of other people. It's still important to me, but I know it's more important to others. So like, because art really it depicts, because manga's visual, and if it has really bad art, it can, like I said before, it can cloud your enjoyment or how you think of the series. But and the same goes with really great art. It makes you enjoy the series even more. It's like visually appealing, and it just enhances the whole thing, because manga is like, it's like 50% art, 50% story. I would say it's pretty 50-50 between the two, because you can't have manga without art, but you can't have manga without story. You could have manga without story, I guess, if there's some wordless manga, but I don't know. Let's get into some series that I think have great art and are great series. The first one I put was Naruto, because I think not enough people talk about how good the art is in this manga. So like, let's just start off, like some of the scenes from the village and stuff, and the character designs are really good. And I don't really hear people talking about the art too much. But yeah, I think it's very, very good art. And also, I didn't pick like some of the great like art series, like Vinland, or Monster, or like some of the ones that are like really known for the art, like Berserk, because I haven't really read them. But yeah, here's some other ones. Here's another one that I picked, which is One Punch Man, obviously. I did talk about the art in my review of this. It is super good, super consistent, and the way everything is drawn just enhances the series so much. And I have 2 series that I think that the art isn't amazing, but I still consider great. The first one I put was One Piece. Now hear me out. I don't think One Piece art is bad. I just think that it's not like as detailed or amazing as everything else. I really like the unique art style. It's just not as like detailed or drawn out. It is detailed, but I don't know. You might know what I'm saying, you might not. It's okay if you don't agree with me on that. And the next one is obvious. It's Beastars. This is a series that has kind of like bad, scratchy art, which I don't mind. I looked over, but I still consider a great series just because of the story. And I'm gonna go to the next part because I spent way too much time talking about the art. Okay, the second reason that makes a manga series great, I would say, is characters. I think that having like good characters is essential for a manga series. At the start, I said if a manga doesn't have like maybe one of these things, one of the reasons, it can still be great. But for me, I think characters is essential. So if a series doesn't have good characters, then it can't be great. And that's why I don't have any manga right now that say where I think that the characters are bad. I'm not saying that there's I'm saying that there's still manga with good characters that aren't great, but I don't really have any manga right now that I've read where I didn't really enjoy the characters so much. Maybe I'll find something as I'm filming this, but yeah, I don't think so. And the ones I picked that I think have great characters is One Piece. I think that the characters are really enjoyable. They're really good. They get fleshed out a lot. They get their they all get like kind of mini arcs, and like I think the lengthiness of the series kind of allows Oda to have time to flesh out all of the characters really well, and I enjoyed a lot. And the main character is so good, Luffy. Yeah. And what I think part of having a good character is how you enjoy the characters, character development, and like if what they do, like if they have reasons for their actions. And the second one I picked was Death Note. Especially Light and L are such great characters. Their like battle of intellect is so cool. I'm gonna have to make a review on this, but I think that this is another series with great characters. And as I said before, I don't have any series where I think that the characters were necessarily bad. So let's get on to the next reason. Okay, so now the third reason, or the third thing that makes a manga series great is story and plot. This is another thing that is very important, yet I don't think it's super essential because there could be series where the story and plot is not very fleshed out, yet it's a great. And I have two series that I think have great story and plot and are great, and one series that I think doesn't have great story and plot yet is still great. But let's talk about like why story and plot is so important. Because this story and plot is basically it's like what you're going through. It's what you're reading. It's like the meat and potatoes of everything. Like it's the story and plot. I'm pretty sure everyone gets that. I don't know if I have to explain it any further, but it's just something that's great. Like good writing is just super good. The first one I put is Beastars, and I brought up Beastars again because even though I said its art isn't good, the story and plot is what makes it great. Because this series, the writing is S tier. It's so good. Like all the plot twists and turns in the world, it's all really good. The story and plot, S tier. And the next I put is The Promised Neverland. This series story is so clever and so unique. It keeps you interested for, I would say, the first two arcs like keep you interested like every single page. Yeah, this series is just excellent. The story is so good, and I can't wait to see it go further. And the series that I said that doesn't have great story and plot yet I think is still great is Dragon Ball Z. This series is story and plot. It's not really the best. It's like there's lots of flaws in the story, yet I still enjoyed it like so much. It's such a fun read and it's super good. Highly recommended to everyone. This is a really thin volume, by the way. But yeah, so story and plot can still be lacking in a series but that series can still be great in my opinion. Okay, so the fourth reason or thing that makes a manga series great is fights slash action. And the reason I say slash action is because that's more to accommodate for sports anime slash manga, because yeah, it's not really a fight. I consider it to be like kind of the same thing. Like, so it's fights slash like action sequences. And this is the least essential reason on the list. Why I even put it here is because it's not needed for a series to be great, yet it can make a series great. Like The Promised Neverland, Beastars, and Death Note. 3 series that don't have fights. Well, The Promised Neverland has a little bit, but like 3 series that aren't like based off fights, and like basically series where the fights aren't what makes it great, even if there's no fights at all. So what I'm saying is, you don't need fights for a series to be great, but there are some series where the fights make it great, like One Punch Man. And of course, like I said before, Dragon Ball Z, because I think action, at least it brings me a lot of enjoyment. And I know there's a lot of shonen lovers or seinen lovers that love some good action. So I'm pretty sure it's a pretty universal thing. I think it has good reason to be on the list, and that it deserves a spot, because action, it can make a series great, yet a lack of action doesn't make a series not great. I don't know if you know what I mean, but I think I explained it pretty okay. Okay, so I think this is the fourth reason or thing that makes a manga series great, and it's gonna have to be the world or the setting. So a good world is like basically, I think it's very important for manga series, or especially seinen and shonen. Like there are some series that like more slice of life stuff, like it doesn't really need world slash setting, because it's like normal stuff, like a silent voice. Like it's not gonna have some crazy world because it's like a slice of life romance. Like it doesn't need that. So right now I'm more talking about like shonen, seinen stuff. But I think a world or setting is kind of like it's kind of like action, because a really good world makes a series great, and but a really bad, but like a pretty average one does not make a series not great. But I think that it's especially important in shonen and seinen, because like a really good world goes a long way, because that's basically what the plot is built on, like the type of world, like what they're doing. Like I think plot and the world go hand in hand. Like One Piece couldn't be One Piece if it wasn't a pirate world, or Naruto couldn't be Naruto if it wasn't a ninja world. So I think that One Piece and Naruto have great worlds. Like One Piece is the king of world building. It's great. I think The Promised Neverland and Beastars, they also have very interesting worlds, yet it's not like super built up, but I think that it has a lot of potential, and I think that they're interesting, and I really enjoy it. And I think when worlds go through like a change, like it's almost like development. I don't know if this happens a lot, but I just thought this was very interesting, especially in this one series, which was Akira. It started off kind of as like it started off, I don't want to spoil anything, but if you read Akira, you know what I'm talking about. In the second arc, the world changes after a certain something happens, and it just gets crazy, and it's very good. And I'm not saying series like Death Note, where the world is like just a regular world. Well, Death Note has a Shinigami world, which I guess is kind of like not super regular, but you know what I mean. It's like normal city life, just with like death notes. Yeah, so I think that world building is a big part, not like essential though. Okay, so the sixth and final reason, I don't know if I miscounted earlier, but this is 6 reasons, I think. And the sixth and final reason is the most essential reason. If this isn't in the manga, then it is not great. And this reason is your own personal enjoyment of the series. This is pretty obvious, but I think it needs to be said. It doesn't matter what other people think or what other people say. If you didn't enjoy a series, then it's not great to you. Because greatness of a series, it's all in your own opinion. I have a lot of series that I think are great, like purely just because of how much I enjoyed it, like Dragon Ball Z, like the writing and stuff. Like it's not like super excellent, but I just enjoyed it a lot. So I think it's a great series because like you can't think a series is great if you don't enjoy it. And I'm very lucky that I have a lot of great series that I enjoyed. So basically, all those things are things to take into account, and like the first 5 are things to take into account and can be what makes you enjoy a series. And that was just all in my opinion. You can have different reasons too. And if you have anything else, you can leave it in the comments. But yeah, so basically like those contribute to your enjoyment of the series. I think that's the most important, just your own enjoyment. I enjoyed Naruto. I enjoyed One Piece. I enjoyed The Promised Neverland. I enjoyed Beastars and all the other series that I labeled as great in this video. So yeah, that's basically the video. 6 reasons I think that or 6 things that make manga series great, with the 6th one being the most important. So let me know if you enjoyed this video in the comments. It is something different. I wanted to branch out a little bit. I think this will be a pretty long video because of how long I spent talking about it, which I'm pretty okay with though. So yeah, if you liked the video, leave a like. If you want to subscribe, do it if you want. Don't if you don't want. See you guys in the next one.